In this video, I'm showing you Prestige Client for Minecraft Java Edition. It comes in two different forms, namely a client and an injectable version. For this video, I'm going to be using the Prestige Client Injector, which allows you to seamlessly switch between both of these versions. As you can see, I've got the injector right over here in my downloads. Now, to get it for yourself, you can find it at prestigeclient.vip, linked right down in the description below. Now, Prestige Client is sadly a paid client, but that does mean they can offer a lot higher quality than some of the free clients out there. And you can get the base client for a pretty respectable price. Otherwise, I will also link some free clients down in the description below. In their injector, you can find lists of all the newest changes to their client, and you can also manage your account, including opening their web dashboard where you can find a bunch more information if you actually have the client. But right now, I'm just going to be starting off in the Launch tab, where once you have opened up one of many versions of Minecraft Java Edition with Fabric and the Fabric API, you can directly inject the Prestige mod of the client into your process, which I think is basically just a cool way of saying that it places the mod into your mods folder, but this looks pretty cool anyways. We have the GUI over here, which I will close for now, and Prestige is ready to use, so let's just check this out inside of Minecraft. So inside of Minecraft, let's quickly take a look at the mod then. As with most clients, the default keybind is the right shift to go ahead and open up their Click GUI area. You might have seen a little bit of this earlier. Now, Prestige Client is a ghost client, which is something that you'll almost immediately notice inside of Minecraft, which means that it's made to be undetectable by anti-cheat systems, and there are a lot of modules for that, and there are also a lot of modules specifically made for Mace PvP, as that is one of the specializations of this client as well. See my previous video on Prestige, which I'll link in the description, which showcases basically all of these. Anyways, for the rest, we can click through these different categories, and as you can see by the module count, there is quite a lot of everything in this client. They even have some new spear-specific modules, which I've never actually shown on my channel before, and maybe we'll take another look at those later. For the rest, there is also a general settings area as well as a theme area where you can choose some custom themes with their default of dark purple, but I personally also like the noir theme, which just makes all the colors a little more pronounced. For the rest, as with any good paid client, they also have a config section where you can find a bunch of pre-made configs for this client, 472 of those to be exact. These are public, anyone can publish them and anyone can download them, and of course you can also make your own personal configs and such. For the rest, you can also add friends directly inside of Prestige Client and manage all your keybinds in one place, which I currently have none of. Now, even though Prestige is technically a ghost client, they also have some more blatant utilities like the kill aura, especially in the mod version. Remember, we'll be checking out the injectable in just a few seconds. But of course, here we can turn on these utilities, turn them off, etc. And you can also manage their customization menus, which in my opinion are all incredibly clean and all offer, well, extensive customization. Now back to the Prestige Injector. Remember, we just used their client, which is basically like a Fabric mod, as many clients are, but they also have Prestige Injection. As you can see, there's a lot more green ticks here than that there are on this side, and I'll explain all of those in a few seconds, but I'll just quickly start up Minecraft first. Notice how this time I'm directly loaded into a world before even injecting. So I can just click on the inject button here. It's obviously going to automatically detect our Minecraft process. And because it injects directly, this is actually going to happen a lot quicker than the mod. And well, here we have it. This is Prestige Client Injection. Here you see the full UI, and you'll notice that it is quite similar to the mod in terms of looks here. They do actually offer slightly less utilities in the injectable version, but that is for a good reason. You see, it is made not only to, well, literally and figuratively fly under the radar of many anti-cheat systems, but it is also made to bypass screen shares, including random checks. Those by Echo, Ocean, and also just manual screen shares. This is actually also something that causes this client to be incredibly difficult for me to actually record using OBS. And other tools as well, so I've definitely had issues with that in the past, and I apologize for potentially slightly lower quality because of that, which I guess is kind of bad for me, but is great for all of you guys if you're actually using the client to do that. And so, in the injectable, you're also going to notice that the utilities are organized and presented differently. You see, instead of the default categories, we have all the modules categorized based on, among other things, how likely they are to be detected. So in the legit utilities, you're going to find utilities that you can get away with a little more often, at least if you do configure them correctly, right? You can find all of those here. These are all going to be combat-ish utilities and such. As you can see, all utilities also have a score based on how legit, closet, or just simply blatant they are. This time, left clicking is going to allow you to enable and disable these utilities, and right clicking is going to give you the customization. Of course, all this customization has been put here specifically to allow you to be able to hack as much as possible and just barely staying under the radar of those automated detection systems. With that being said, as we did see, there is also a semi-rage category. This contains more aggressive combat tools. It's a little more risky to use those. Then of course, just as the regular mod, we also have some visuals. These are never really going to get you banned. And of course, some miscellaneous quality of life tools as well. As you can see, these are all also basically completely safe. So for right now, that was basically it for Prestige Client. Let me know what you think of this client if you've ever tried it out for yourself. Definitely subscribe to this channel if you want to see a video of me actually hacking on multiplayer servers with Prestige. I'm going to definitely try and make that happen. I've been not too consistent recently, and I apologize for that. I've had a lot of things going on, but thank you all ever so much for watching. Really, thank you all despite all of that, and I definitely do hope to see you all again in the next one as well. Bye-bye.